Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Bushman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at each life path number forecast for August 2023. Before we get into that, this, of course, is a general forecast. If you would like your own personal year-ahead forecast, diamond forecast, your compatibility report with another person, your full numerology report, your business report, Numerology has you covered. Just book some time with me. My information is in the description box below, and let's take a look. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the August forecast for each individual life path number. Life path 9. So I pulled an animal wisdom message for you for August, and you got caterpillar energy. And so you know what's coming, right? There's probably some kind of internal or external transformation that's in the pipeline for you, or spiritual, right? It could be, body, mind, or spirit. And so when caterpillar comes through, again, we can usually anticipate that there's some kind of transformation coming in, some kind of metamorphosis, right? Something that we're being asked to release so that something new, fresh, aligned can come in, and we can merge with that and let go of any of the negativity and of any of the old skin, so to speak, that's no longer serving us, right? And so it kind of goes back to that example of, when a snake sheds its skin, it doesn't keep that skin. It doesn't try to keep getting back into that skin, right? Just like with the butterfly. When the butterfly, once it's transformed from the caterpillar, it obviously can't go back to being a caterpillar. So, it's a short cycle this month. So it's not like this is necessarily going to be some big progressive change that's coming in for you. But with caterpillar coming through, there's definitely something that needs to be transformed. And it could be more mundane. It could be something small, but something where, as I'm talking, it's probably coming into your mind. Like you already know that this is coming, or that it needs to be released or shed or transformed in some way. So just know that that may likely come in. And with that, when we think about that change, that transformation, it can bring up sometimes fear of loss or fear of the unknown. And so I would say with this energy, try to work with it to where it helps you to work through that fear, right? To face it, to deconstruct it, to see like, what's the worst case scenario? How would I handle that worst case scenario? What does that look like? So then the ego feels equipped to be able to handle whatever this change is. So it's kind of like fooling the ego, so to speak. And just know that, you know to be true because you can look past, over your past life to see this to be true, that the soul is not going to put you in a situation that you can't handle, right? Your soul is in the driver's seat ultimately, and it's not going to steer you wrong. It might be uncomfortable at times, and you might be like, why did I sign up for this? But it's not going to be something you can't handle. And so whatever caterpillar is bringing in that needs to be transformed, just go with the flow, right? As much as possible, go with the process and deconstruct any irrational fears that surface for you. This can signify material success as well, some kind of moving past some kind of scarcity consciousness into abundance. So moving from sort of the caterpillar through the metamorphosis to the butterfly, and getting your wings and being able to fly free and all those things, right? All those metaphors. And so it's sort of like when we can release what needs to be released, we open ourselves up to things we never could have imagined that are so much more aligned, so much more abundant, so much more fulfilling. So with caterpillar coming through, it's just the notation to say, whatever that thing is that needs to be released or transformed, just shifted in some way. This will probably be a month where that comes in for you to do that. Now, in the month of August, you all are working with 6 energy. So with 6 energy, it brings the focus into the home or the close-knit community, or your relationships with like friends, family, partners. So it's those relationships that are closest to our heart. The 6 energy also will bring up things around truth, and honesty. So anywhere that we have been in avoidance, we haven't been wanting to deal with certain situations, we've been wanting to not have those difficult conversations, the six wants to shed light on things that are not at the vibration of truth and honesty and love, right? It is the vibration of love. And you can't have anything but truth and honesty at the vibration of love. So wherever there are things that are of a lower frequency, the six is going to sort of sift those out and put the pressure on it. And that's where that metamorphosis or that change or that release needs to occur. So you may find this month that you have opportunities to be very honest with yourself about situations, be very honest with others about what you need, about just, it could be a variety of things, right? But honesty, truth, and love. Those are your sort of keynote energies this month, right? And where are change or transformation needed in those areas. And again, it can very much be like just being very honest with ourselves. Like sometimes it's just easier to, we say we want the truth, but sometimes it's easier to not face the truth with certain situations, because then it requires us to do some work in order to step into that truth. And so that can be very, very difficult. And so this energy with the caterpillar and the six energy, I do think nines, that this month will probably bring some transformation for you. It will probably put some pressure on areas where you're not being entirely truthful with yourself or truthful with others, right? Or where you're not showing up in a vibration or frequency of love for yourself, for others, etc. So I do think that this could be a month of possible transformations, but just remember what it's leading to, right? If you think about the caterpillar doesn't question, the sort of process that it's going through. It just knows that it's time to go into a state of metamorphosis, and it does it. And then it comes out the other side of that as a butterfly. So, again, the caterpillar is not like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this. This is going to be really difficult. This is going to be really scary. This is going to be really messy. It just knows when it's time to do it. It does it, and then it comes out the other side much lighter, much more beautiful, much more aligned, right, with its next chapter. And so it could be this month that that's exactly what's coming for you all, is in those areas where maybe there's been some avoidance or dishonesty or whatever the case may be. The six is going to really put the pressure on it to create some kind of shift, which will require you to show up, obviously, for that shift to occur. But like I said, if irrational fear comes up, deconstruct it. You've got this. Your soul is not going to set you up for failure. Your ego might try to convince you otherwise, but your soul has got you. So I hope it is a beautiful month for you all. And in September, you will emerge as the butterfly. Take care, nines. Bye for now.